Guys on YouTube. How are you guys today? Well, thank you for subscribing to this channel, but today we got a little bit of fun project for you guys today. And what is that? My favorite time of the year. October is coming up in a couple of weeks, and I'm going to be testing out my fog machine I bought last year in 2013. It's already about 2 years old, or 1 year old, I don't know, but it's kind of cool. I actually am testing it on my deck here to make sure it seems like it's pumping the fluid like it's supposed to, making sure it's actually heating like it should. Now, typically a fog machine, once you buy it, typically once you use it like 1 year, it typically will start to wear out a bit, but today it's going to be a little bit more fun, because I got the fog juice inside of the little fog machine. Now, what's really nice about this fog machine, it comes with a wireless remote, and that's what's really nice. I can actually turn it on and off at the exact same time, and this puts out a lot of fog for it. It's kind of cool. Here's this little guy. This is my wireless remote. Up here is a little antenna, and I can actually turn it on or off by this little remote. Now, it is a 3 grounded system. It is grounded to the earth ground for safety because it's made out of metal here, guys. But the one thing, it is a beautiful day outside again. But the only thing, you gotta make sure you don't use your fog machine when it's doing like it's raining or yucky kind of weather like we had last year. And I kind of had to somewhat cover it to protect the elements on the inside. Typically these fog machines are typically indoors only. They're not designed for outdoors. But if you had like a roof over your porch area kind of thing, you can actually protect your fog machine that way too. But I don't recommend completely covering the whole thing up because it will get too hot. I don't want to leave this thing plugged in too long, but I'm going to go ahead and actually show you what it actually looks like. Here you go, guys. Here's that tiny little fog machine I bought last year. It's not that bad, I should say. It is a very nice machine. Very entertaining and very fun to play with. But the only couple issues, you gotta make sure you do not touch the metal because the metal will be kind of hot. And you guys can see, pick them up a little bit for you. It is grounded, and then the reciprocal outlet. There you have the tiny little light. You guys can see. I don't know if you guys can see that OD light on the heating element right here. This little box. This little box is telling me this little guy is ready to go, and it's heated up nicely. Now the one thing is, this has like a computer power supply kind of thing right up here, but do not plug a computer power supply in. This is actually the AC cord. Make sure you have this kind of away from your machine. Make sure you have it on a level kind of area, and make sure you have enough fog juice inside of here. You can fill it all the way to the top if you want, or you can have it half full if you want. Now, the one thing is, if you're going to be storing this for the summer, I recommend dumping the fog juice out and also cleaning the system as well. Now, what's the type of fog juice I bought? Is this stuff here. This is just a little Halloween fog juice for your fog machines. You guys can see it actually has a price tag on it. It's only like 10 bucks and 99, $70 or whatever you want to call it. But it's a pretty cheap stuff here. Now, this is kind of a quart here, like whatever, gallons of what's in this. But it's pretty nice to use, but I don't recommend using anything else than your own fog juice with your equipment. Make sure you actually buy fog juice for your system. Now, I store this in my closet to make sure it's not going to be, this is non-flammable, by the way, and that's also really nice because it's typically mostly water and glycerin kind of mix here, but I am very happy because it is not flammable. That's what really makes this very safe where you guys can actually use it. Now, let's go ahead and actually turn this little guy on and actually show you with this little remote, because this is a wireless system. You actually do have a wired system if you want to choose to buy that. Let's go ahead and pump out some fog for you guys. So, now this will actually turn off when it dispenses the amount of actual fog. So like I said, because you gotta let it heat up and stuff, but when you shut it off, you gotta let it heat up again for it to heat up the liquid fog juice on the inside. Now, of course, if you want to have it a little bit pointed, you can point it to the only. But you guys notice it kind of shut off because of it's already been pumping out a lot of good fog. I really enjoyed that because you guys can see there's the fog right there. This little guy is so fun to play with, but it also makes sure you're not messing around with the inside or tinkering with it or destroying anything, because it is kind of dangerous. This is electrical, guys. Make sure you do not cut that ground cable off because it needs to be oathed for the system. Now, I cannot turn it back on because the unit has to heat back up. You guys can see I can't activate it, can't turn it on because that's actual safety device on this fog machine. Now, let's just go over here and talk more about it. And why did I buy it? Well, I was kind of interested in buying a cheap little fog machine down at Walmart because that's where I got it. I actually got this offline. But it does heat up very good. Now, you want to be careful with the fog stuff. Make sure you don't get it in your eyes or anything because it's called fog juice, I guess. But the way it's designed, see that little rubber hose up though? That's actually the hose it connects to the inside of the fog machine itself. And also, that does have a filter on the side of it. You do want to replace that every year if you're going to be using this. Now, this can be mounted on a pole, but I recommend leaving it on the ground because it gives you more ground clearance or something. But like I said, it's more denser and everything, and the reason why it's doing that is just spitting off extra fog stuff. But yes, now you're gonna have to wait when this all heats back up again. But it's kind of unique. It is really absolutely the coolest machine. But be careful because the handle can get warm here, and also the areas of the metal can get warm as well. But if I can touch it, it's somewhat hot. But do not touch and open this case at all. Now what we gotta do is now we gotta wait for this annoying light to come back on, because that's typically what the circuit is. It has to dispense all the fluid, not all the fluid, because it gotta warm back up again. That's the way how these work. But yeah, it's just plugged into a old grounding outlet. I recommend using a GFCI outlet for it, but this regular outlet is actual tied into a GFCI outlet. This is a protected outlet, by the way. But yeah, it is very, very cool. A little machine to do all this Halloween kind of stuff. Now, I don't know if it's on yet because, yep, it's not on again because you guys can see that little light down there. And the system's all on back up again. It's very awesome. Very cool. Now, this stuff is very good. I recommend picking up a bottle of this, but like I said, over time, this will be a bit more expensive every single year you actually go buy this stuff. This is my second time actually using it this year, but I am going to have a whole lot of fun with this tiny little fog machine because I got it last year and I want to keep it working, and I want to have the unique fog for Halloween. And now I gotta go ahead and turn it back on now with the little wireless remote, and that's the more fog come out. Now, the way this system works, you guys can see it heats up the fluid and it just shoots out the fluid and makes a very dense fog. Now, I can also let it run, or I can hit the little red button right there that says turn off, and I actually can turn the whole system off. Now, typically you don't want to run this too long because you might have a bit of problems with your machine not working right. Now look at that fog, guys. That is awesome. That is a lot of dense fog though. Now what I'm going to do is So I gotta let it go through its cycle, or I can just turn the system back off. But when I turn the system back off, the system has to heat back up again, because that's the way it does. Now, I'm just going to demonstrate to you guys. I'm just going to turn the system off, and after it's shut off, and after it dispenses some of its fog, and it's going to do this kind of stuff here. Got to warm back up and got to test it and stuff. That's what I am doing today. But it is very, absolutely a fun test hill. If you guys own a fog machine, I do recommend testing it every once in a while to make sure it's actually working properly. Now, problem is, when I went down to Walmart the one time like last year, they didn't have fog machines in stock at all, because they actually had fog machines not in stores. I actually had to order this off the line. They actually have different types of fog machines you can actually buy. But alright guys, this is me testing out my very 1-year-old or 2-year-old fog machine. But I hope it lasts me for a couple more Halloweens. It's gonna be so awesome. Alright guys, if you are brand new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Please comment, please like, please share. Peace out. Bye guys. Well, hopefully see you in the next vlog. Alright, later guys. This is me having fun with the little fog machine. Alright, have fun with yours. Be safe.